of Duty Modern Warfare Remake series goes hard? Who would have thought? It actually surprised me a lot recently. But with Modern Warfare 1 and 2 going on discount a few months ago, and Modern Warfare 3 on Game Pass now, I finally got to experience the whole Modern Warfare Remake series up until this point, and spoilers put aside, yeah, I'm actually thoroughly shocked with how amazing it was. I didn't expect the remake series to go this hard, but there are just so many points among the 3 games that just goes balls to the damn wall that, at the risk of being ignored by YouTube's algorithm here, it goes fucking hard! For every time I said hard in those few seconds. But besides the point of all that, what really makes this remake series so good, at least for the campaign? Yes, I'm saying the campaign. I'm not really focusing on multiplayer and other modes here. Sorry, we're here for the story right now. We're just here for the story times, you know? We're here for the good old-fashioned, getting up close and personal, way too intimate story times. To be the very first mission in the entire series, and that's when you're going up against Russia? Out the gate? And while yes, Russia has always been involved with the Modern Warfare series, it's usually later. First off, first mission in the campaign, you run into Russian soldiers. And keep in mind, this campaign is being made at a time where we have pretty heavy conflicts with Russia. So, you know, dare I say, a bit ballsy. You know, if I was a company, I wouldn't want to risk getting a missile sent to my ship. But, hey, you know what? Good on ya, Activision. Good on ya. And I am joking there when I say that. Obviously, well, cross my fingers here and hope it doesn't actually happen. Obviously, no one's going to send a missile over to Activision for doing that. Say that as a joke and all that stuff. But it's still pretty impressive that they were willing to go that far into the first mission. And then there are later missions where you're in the Middle East and you have to stealthily go through a whole city, mixing in with the civilian population while you're a United States soldier. And you're very clearly not from there, and oh my, you want to talk about anxiety? That mission gave me anxiety. Like, play that mission on hard difficulty or veteran, you'll get an understanding of what anxiety is. Working with the suppressors and all that stuff, trying to find pieces to salvage, which is a thing they improve on throughout the whole series. Each game builds off of itself in terms of mechanics too, which is really nice. It's a really nice change of pace, you know? It's not just aim, click, shoot anymore. It's, you have to learn mechanics. You have to understand how game flow goes. It's no longer wait to be told what to do. You actually have to think and understand what you're doing, which I can heavily appreciate from Call of Duty. You know, that's something we usually see more so in Battlefield. Battlefield is usually the game series that's more open-ended, but they took the opportunity with the Modern Warfare series, at least. Not entirely sure how Cold War and Vanguard went, but not sure how Black Ops 6 will go either. But you know, it's really nice that we got actual semi-open mechanics that allowed us to be more open-ended with how we do missions. Usual, we have the typical Call of Duty heroics, which, let me tell you, they crank up to 15. Fuck cranking it to 11, they take it straight to a 15. With straight up basically sacrifices several times. We always have sacrifices in the Call of Duty series, but let me tell you this. Never before have we had a main protagonist lock themselves in a bomb room and basically detonate all the bombs. Well, it was a reactor, technically. It was a whole thing, and that happened several times. Another time with dangerous poison gas known as sarin, but that's a little bit too deep into it, and I want you to actually experience this for yourself because I really think it's a good campaign series. I can't lie, I really think it's great. And going on to how ballsy again this game series is. You cross the Mexico-American border as Mexican agents at one point. That's not a spoiler. That's just something that happens very early in the second game. And it sets up a whole lot of other stuff. Let me tell you, it's ballsy. It's very ballsy. I want you to go back like, I don't know, 9 years and try doing that. You'd probably get shot. Let's be honest here. People nowadays are fucking pussies. But that's besides the point. And then there are several points where you're playing as certain radicals from certain desert lands. You know what I'm talking about, right? The certain Allah people, you know what I mean? The Allah on the side of your ribeye type shit. Not only that, but let me tell you, there are several points where the good guys are the bad guys are the good guys and bad guys aren't actually good guys and bad guys and they're just idiots. And then there are somehow idiots who overall turn out to be the good guys again. I know that's a weird way to explain it, but let me tell you, it actually makes sense when you actually play through the whole thing. This campaign series actually has very human elements to it. It's no longer government this, government that, war this, war that, politics this, politics that, policy this, policy that. And while it's all still there, it's much more human now, which hits a lot deeper for me. Like, it's a lot easier to get behind watching civilians in everyday life in your Call of Duty game and then having shit hit the fan like crazy as an impactful way of kicking stuff off, as opposed to it just being balls to the wall action all the time. It almost reminds me a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, of World at War. And I know it's a very weird comparison to make, but there is this infamous mission in World at War where you're crawling through a dead city basically, and you're outnumbered. And all you have is a sniper rifle. I know a lot of people are getting flashbacks right now. I'm pretty sure you all remember the planes going overhead, having to take out the dogs and the scouts. Yeah, we get lots of missions that feel like that. Lots of them. Several times, honestly, where I'm just in straight up dread and terror. And let me tell you, I don't expect Call of Duty games to give me dread and terror. In fact, there are several, well, not several, there is one point in the series, in this part of the series anyway, where you're playing as a kid, trying to survive against, certain people. Yeah. I talked about them earlier, the Allah on the side of your ribeye type guys. Holy crap, man! Warfare always had the courage to kind of sort of say this before. There was elements of it in the past, especially with Shepard, who, by the way, comes back. Hint, hint, wink, wink, you know. You should check out the game if you're a fan of him as a villain. I honestly think he's a better villain in this series than the old series, but besides the point. It's really, I know it happens in real life, and it's not as shocking somehow when it happens in real life, if you understand what I'm about to go on to here. But it's really strange watching the series that usually pumps up your government bullshit so much and your military agendas so much, and straight up watching them call your government the bad guys for once. I tell you, man, Ghost, our buddy Soap, good old Price, man, they're just as awesome as ever. But I don't want to have this be a constant explaining how the series works. Play the series already. One of the games are on Game Pass right now, and the other two go on sale pretty often from what I've seen. It's a really good campaign series, and if you're gonna play these games for any reason, making sure the haters aren't around here, I really think you should play the campaign. I'm just saying, like, play the campaign, buddy. It's really good in my opinion, and I've stated all the reasons why I think it's good. In fact, you know what? Screw the shot game from earlier. Take a shot for every time I fucking suck this game's dick, basically. That's besides the point. If you like this video, you know what to do. I've been Johnny Von Duke. I'm telling you once again to play this campaign. See yous all later. Rock on.